home for boxing. We are in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia at Kingdom Arena. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you.
Roy Jones. Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time.
This is going to be an intense stare-off before the fight starts.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, introducing the newly crowned champion, holding a record of 22 wins, no losses, 20 big wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the young, undefeated, and newly crowned IBF middleweight champion of the world, known as Captain Hook, introducing Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here at this venue. It's going to be something special.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. We're expecting an all-action slugfest. Tried to score with a jab. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. How did they survive that?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he got back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice slip to avoid the jab. There's a counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter. Crawford is dazed. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt.
Here we go. It's round 2. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
It's so hot, it's so heated. There's a roof on here. You don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on you.
That jab doesn't find a home. they figure out the combination to this safe.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That counter shot lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Couldn't land that jab. No rest for the weary. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one. There's the bell to start round 3. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Perfect counter shot. A perfect counter lands. Misses with the straight left. Both men step back for just a moment. And shoot. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Nice counter shot. Can't score with that jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Punch, counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
On to the fourth we go. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. And he scores with the counter. And he misses with that straight left. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. How about that time counter shot? This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Throws the jab, but does not score. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
That right jab just misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Going to need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this...
Let him back into the fight.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. That hook just can't find the target. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer. So much firepower here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on.
And there's the bell to start round 6. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
He threw a punch and just got countered. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's...
I need you to win this round.
Here comes round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Swing and a miss with the right hook. You'd like to see more jabs. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell sometimes...
And there's the bell for round 8. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on the end. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite-level middleweights. Good counter punch. Left uppercut doesn't score. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The straight right just misses. Nope, that hook won't score. So much for boxing. This is a fight. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.